Hey everyone, Tanishka this side. I have secured an all India rank of 10,956 in the very recently NEET EG 2025. We all are aware of how hard was NEET 2025, and in such an examination, the questions were totally unexpected, unpredictable. Also in the future, NEET 26 and 27, we don't know what will be going to happen, so we must prepare ourselves for the worst condition. And today's video is how to deal with chemistry. So let's resolve the mystery. Everything is possible. Just those which seem to impossible take longer time. And recently we have the time. We have the required time. Just we need to do is focus and study. Lage raho. Physical chemistry. The most dreadful part of chemistry because it also includes the same thing, right, as that of physics. The formulas, the questions, numericals. So you might be afraid of the chapter. But first, overcome your fear. That's your real enemy. Now, let me show you my NCRT. Basically, structure of atom. I'll not say that you must read physical NCRT for multiple times as that of bio. Calorimeter is used for what? Delta H or delta U, and in calorimeter, what is maintained at as constant pressure or temperature. If you won't be reading NCRT, you will skip all of these things. Like this question, all naturally occurring processes. Many of the students aren't aware of this fact because they haven't read the NCRT. Also, spontaneity and all, you must read it once. Equilibrium. Like here, water has a high dielectric constant. These informations may not be included in your notes, but they are in your NCRT, and therefore the question can be framed like in comparison questions, right, where you have given where you have to tell the order of basicity, and so these questions are covered in your NCRT. Put special focus on the tables. Now here in the solutions chapter from class 12, these tables are very important, and like H2 is a toxic gas, informations which are hidden. Now like electrochemistry, it consists mostly of the theory which can be covered from the NCRT only na. Also from chemical kinetics, like questions come, what are the example of first order, second order, Gibbs energy. Now comes categorize the chapters, right? We have three stages: easy, moderate and hard. According to you, just categorize the chapters. Like if I were at your place, I'll be putting some basic concepts, redox and solution in the section of easy. Now moderate ones are chemical bonding, though it is lengthy chapter, but it is conceptual and I feel it that it's not too tough. Electrochemistry and atomic structure. Hard. Equilibrium, it is a vast chapter which includes ionic equilibrium also, chemical kinetics because it is a new concept for us, right, and thermo, it will help you know how much time you should spend on them. It will help you prioritize. If you're a dropper, I'll suggest you to first pick up the harder ones because then only the easier ones will be left during time of revision. Now, what is the approach to be followed in physical chemistry? That's first of all, you have to attend the lecture and make the notes. Now, extract the formulas from your notes. That is, when you are revising your notes thoroughly, make a separate list in your sheet, or I have made a notebook for that. Extract those formulas because physical chemistry should be dealt like that of physics. Then comes question practice. If you haven't practiced that much, you are prone to make calculation mistakes, right, because it involves complex and lengthy calculations. Also, when to apply which formula in equilibrium ones, it's quite confusing. So just practice as many questions you can. Now comes the inorganic chemistry. Inorganic basically consists of few chapters like uh, classification of periodicity, coordination compounds, P block, D and F. Classification includes the trends and all, but it doesn't need to be much cram and much memorizing. It's easy to do. But when I talk about the P block and D and F, they are too much. You just need to have cram and cram. Give them a revision. Now let me show you mine. Here's classification of elements. I have read inorganic chemistry many times because this chapter is not too much lengthy, right? So you can revise it in within no minute. I have learned the electronegativity value also of the given elements. Now comes the coordination chemistry. In the last, there is given application. It is the source of a lot of theory questions. Also, the concepts and examples of certain ions. In the new NCRT of class 11th, the P block elements have been deducted. So I have bought the old one, obviously along with the new one. You can see it just seems I am reading my history book, right? Each and every detail is too important and just needed to be learned, memorized, and crammed. Same with class 12th P block. So I made a printout of those chapters, of those pages. What I used to do, I summed up what's given in these paragraphs. I mentioned the terms which I always forget, which were too similar. Like here, I categorized, I separated the information. You can use the method like comparison. If in paragraphs it is written, convert it into tabular form. It will be helpful for you. I summed up everything here, like the smell portion. In previous pages, they have talked about chlorine and ammonia, phosphine. So I just concluded over here. What was my approach? Means how was I able to revise this so many times? It was because I divided the chapter into topics, right? It's quite easy. So study group wise if I talk about the P block. Whereas in the D and F, go the period wise because it's convenient. Also, I suggest you to make your own graphs. Like it contains too many information in tabular form. So what I used to did, I just converted them into graph. And if you'll say, I'll make another video of how to make short notes and summarize everything. You need to focus on your NCRT and notes as well. Then what you need to do is when you start solving questions and PYQs, spot which which question has been repeated a lot. So mention it in your NCRT. Time to discuss organic chemistry. According to me, organic chemistry, it's a mix-up of concept, mechanism, learning, some cramming portion also because a lot of names are given there. And along with it, we need a lot of question practice as that in physical chemistry. 7th organic chemistry, right? Here you can see this portion of purification. It's too important and you should deal it in the NCRT only. Also the qualitative analysis. Now comes the hydrocarbons. Here also you can see just mark the important names of reactions and all the other things. Now how to deal with it. The first step is strengthen your foundation. The chapters like basic principles of organic chemistry and the hydrocarbons that are covered in the class 11th. Everything in it is the foundation stone of the chapters you are gonna face ahead. Now comes other chapters, haloalkanes and haloarenes, alcohol, phenols and ethers, aldehyde, carboxylic acid, organic compounds containing nitrogen. These chapters are a bit difficult than that of your 11th, but can cope up with it only after lots and lots of practice. And then comes the chapter biomolecules. I feel that this chapter is a lot about cramming. It isn't that much conceptual. So you just need to have memorize the things here. Though it is a small chapter, but you have to pay attention to it. What should be your approach? Mix up both of them. Go through the theory, revise it thoroughly, understand each and every where the electron moves now from here to there, every effect and all, so that you will be able to do the following questions. I'll strongly suggest you don't skip to the shortcuts. Once you are good to go with the mechanism, it also includes memorizing part also. I have been very wise. I have shared each and every tip, either it be my NCRT tips, how to cover up the theory, how to memorize, revise, summarize, everything I have concluded.